Hey guys, Anthony Santo from myrecordinginternship.com. I'm here to talk to you about hip-hop production a little bit. I've been asked to talk more about hip-hop production, and we are making beats for this reason. And these beats, you can use all you'd like. Go ahead, rap over them, do whatever you want with them, and please send me what you do. I'd love to hear it. And I'll put some of the best performances up on the YouTube channel. But these things are free for you to use and go crazy with. They're fairly simple beats. There's not a ton going on with them, but here is something I want to teach hip-hop producers. This is really cool to have in your arsenal. We're going to make the bass bounce. So when you usually have bass, it's very straight and straightforward. Now we want to make the bass bounce off of the kick drum. Right now, this is like the before, and I suggest having headphones if you don't have a good speakers on your computer because you want to hear the bass response for this video in particular. But here's the before. This is just the part of the beat that I'm working on now for release. So check this out. Pay attention to the bass. So the bass is very straight here. There's no bounce to it. So we're going to make it bounce off the kick drum. Now check this out. So our bass track, here we are. Let's put a plug-in on that. We just need a compressor. Now we have a compressor. Now on your compressor, there will be a sidechain option. On most compressors there are. The sidechain option is right here, and we're going to key in the sidechain from a key input. So just follow along now, and we will understand in one moment. I'm going to just key in from my first bus, my bus 1. Okay. Now, this compressor is going to react to whatever gets keyed in, and that's going to be my kick. So my kick, I'm going to use, instead of an insert, a send to send it to bus 1. So bus number 1. There we are. Let's zero this out. And here we go. All right, now this compressor is going to react to what's being sent to it through the kick. Now that's going to give it a pretty cool feel because we're going to be able to let the compressor kick the bass on the kicks. Well, let the compressor compress the bass on the kicks and then release as the kicks are fading out, giving the bass a bit of a bounce. Now, let's just do some settings here. I'm going to knock my ratio up a whole bunch. If any of these settings don't make sense to you or you want to learn more about it, I made a pretty in-depth compression video that explains all of this stuff, and I will link it. Okay, so I'm going to have no knee at all. So I'm going to have a pretty smooth, just up and down compress and then release. My attack, I could definitely give it a little bit less of an attack. Let's put it around there. And my release, I'm going to put it around 400. Now, when the compressor engages from the kick drum, it's going to attack almost immediately, and then it's going to release after about 400 milliseconds. And that's what's going to create this bounce. Now, check this out. We'll solo it. So that's way different than this. So the kick is making this react. It's compressing the beginning of it and then letting it release, which makes for a much cooler beat because there's much more movement within it. Check this out. So that's it. That's how we make the bass bounce. It's really simple. We could do this a few other ways, but let's start with this way. If you guys want to talk more about mixing, maybe you wanted more than one thing to be bouncing, there's some better options to do that. But for right now, here's the simplest way. Use it in your mixes. Let me know how it works, and I will talk to you guys soon. Please subscribe and tell your friends, and I'll be back with another one soon.